Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be putting the camshaft in. Going to be putting the fuel pump on. Be getting all the gears back on in here. Be getting hydraulic adapter and hydraulic pump mounted hopefully. Kind of depends on if we can figure out how to get the nut on that torque down. You'll see what I mean when we get to it. Yeah, we'll see how far we get. Kind of had a late start today. It's middle of the afternoon already, so be working on that. But I hope to have the timing cover back on here today. So stick around. We'll see what we get done. I'll get set up to get going here. And one thing I wanted to mention was I lost my Scotch-Brite pad. Here we go. You see how nice and shiny I got that and this. That's Scotch-Brite pad. Shines it up real good. Works better than steel wool, because the steel wool will shed some, and you got to make sure you get all that off of there. So this just kind of blows off, so that's kind of neat. Hopefully I taught somebody a trick. Probably not though. So stick around. We'll see what we get done. Alright guys, so I got my crank here. It's all cleaned up. I'm going to wait to put oil on it until it's ready to go in. Any dust or anything doesn't accumulate on it that way. So that's that. I'll be showing it going in here in a second. Alright, just give it to me and I'll dump it in my hand. We got this all cleaned up. Maybe it doesn't work.
That's what it's saying.
It just does.
Oh,
I won't lose it, I promise.
uh-huh.
Come on. Yes. Okay, dump it on there. Yep. Ooh, it likes it. Okay. Now I gotta try to move the camera without getting it all greasy. Yeah, just spin it. Tap the screen. Okay. All right. There's my timing mark. Don't lose that. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're going in square, first of all. And you'll know if you feel resistance, you're not square. It should just slide right in there. Got to have him hold them valves up for me. Or the push rods, or the pushers, or cam followers.
Push rods.
Well, the cam followers under the push rods.
Cam lifters.
Nice and easy. So then right here is where it's going to get tricky. Nice and straight with it. Don't ramrod nothing. You don't want to hurt it. So every time you go in on a bearing lobe, it's going to drop. Very careful with it. This particular one, we got them held up far enough that we got away with not rolling it very much. So Now I need to get my timing gears right. So I'll show you. I'll bring the camera closer when I'm not oiled up, but timing gear here, and my line is, I can't see it. My line is right here, so I gotta get her spun. Try to lift it up and spin it so that you're not bouncing against those bearings, yes. Okay. Now the last tricky part.
Don't bounce it like that. Are you on?
Almost. There it is. Okay. So there's kind of a riding spot where you can get it to sit on there. And now I'm in the bearing, so I can spin it just fine here. Spin it down. Let me see where I'm at. Right there.
I don't know, you might not be. We're sitting on that bearing.
Yeah. Just had to real carefully tweak that whole camshaft up a little bit. It popped right in, but why it's not going all the way in. Had to get that lined up in the back. Did I go too far?
Might be the wrong way.
Yep.
Gotta come back out just a little bit more. There.
Okay. There we go. What did I do? Oh, geez.
Oh.
Yeah, I was completely. Come and look at it, you dummy. That's what you did. There we go.
I see shadows over here.
All right. So, you
Intercooler.
can see. If I can get you in there. See the timing mark, the dot, and the line. Which that was lined up before we took the cam out, obviously. So, that's that. As you see, it's pretty simple. What I say, 18 to 20 pounds on these, which now that we've got it lined up, we can turn the engine over. Get this one here bolted in.
They're not.
What?
Because
You got to.
What?
You got to.
Don't this line up?
Bolt this up and I turn it.
Don't this line up?
None of that matters.
Oh, because,
The timing line inside of the pump.
yeah.
And the cam, yeah. That's just the idler gear, so don't confuse people. No. But that's that. Bring you right back for the next steps here. Alright guys, off camera, I'll put this together. Just put new bearings inside of this gear. If you're doing this, make sure that you got your spacer collar in between them bearings inside of here. Whoop, whoop. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just oil that up. I got my bearings from Napa. They're a really
Fag
good
bearings.
name. Yeah, they're actually a really good name.
Gotta get fag bearings.
People say that they're better than Timken. I've recently started using them. I've read about them. Leading supplier,
German, aren't they?
USA. But They seem to work good, so we're gonna give them a try in here. See what happens.
Yeah. Fuck it, at some point. Hold on.
Oh, you don't know that.
I think you should take this bearing out. Oh. Line up that collar. Oh, you got it.
I figured it was just gonna do that to me anyway.
Maybe.
There we go.
Oh.
Look at that. I ended up being on the mark that I put on it somehow. I did not try to do that either. It is where it was when we took it off. Let's put it that way. I'll have to look up torque spec on that. I still haven't torqued this down either. I'm just kind of getting everything put on it. Nice. Okay. Well, that was pretty simple. I still got to put the bearing in the hydraulic.
Mind you, that off
adapter.
camera took a Scotch-Brite pad and took on the crank, take all the rust off it and all the pits to make it smooth, because it was you saw the video, it was something to get it off. So and then we took on the inside of the balancer and cleaned that all up real good, and then put a little bit of whatchamacallit, anti-seize on that bolt that goes into here, so that way hopefully it never ever rusts.
Real thin coat, put it on and wipe it off. So yeah, we're trucking right along here. We got next to be torquing them down, and then the 2 pumps going on the side of it, I hope. And off we go. As he's going here, I realized that I didn't put this, goes in the back side of that. Such important.
Back side of
There's
this?
2 of them, yep. Yep.
Oh.
I was wondering. See that backflash and it's not up on there? I was wondering why it was like that.
Oh, it's so far back.
Yep. I wasn't really wondering when I put it on. I was going, okay, I think I forgot something. And I went over there, it was in the tray.
There you go.
So he's working on the pump there. And, oh, pulled it off. All right, we're going in.
Bearing's still on
Stayed there.
it. Okay.
Ooh, cool, look at that.
Put some oil on that.
It's oiled up. Oh, that's better. Hold on. Speaking of. Well.
It's crooked.
I know it is. It just keeps wanting to go on there like that. I feel like a goofball. Huh. What's wrong with you? Take it back out anyways.
Whatchamacallit in between
Yeah, I got it right here.
you? This?
Yep.
Yeah, it goes in between that. Is it pushed up in there? Like, I think it's gotta be like...
This is kind of a loose fit thing. It's just...
That's the perfect.
There we go. That's better. Helps when you use all the parts.
I wasn't here when he took this apart, so I didn't know.
You didn't know.
In my defense, I didn't know. I really didn't. I never had one of these motors apart. I didn't know, and I didn't read the book. Well, minus that we don't have a book for this motor.
I knew as soon as I put it on that something wasn't right. I just wasn't sure if I was going to admit it or not.
I thought that it was going to get tight and squeeze onto it and be
No.
like it's supposed to, but it's supposed to ride like in the middle and
No,
basically
it
in the middle
does
of this
ride.
bearing.
It does ride, yeah. It rides back a little bit on this gear.
Yeah, it rides right in the middle of this bearing, or this gear.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Pretty simple stuff, really. All right, everybody. It's a brand new day. Didn't get a lot done last night. Got a little sidetracked with a couple other things, but anyway. Here we are back at it today. This is what we did get done. I wanted to recap what we did off camera. Not anything too specific. I replaced the bearings inside of the drive pump, which is pretty simple stuff. Or the pump drive. Pretty simple stuff. I wanted to mention the bearing races inside of this are a loose fit. They're not an interference fit. So when I can't talk this morning already. Jesus. So when I put the bearing races in, I noticed that they just kind of popped in there. I didn't have to really finagle with them much at all. I just popped them in and tapped them in with the palm of my hand. They went right in. And that worried me a little bit, so I got to reading in the book, and they are a loose fit in that one. So if you guys are doing that, that's normal. This one here, however, is an interference fit. So these, same deal with them. They're just smaller. So then you'll have to drive those in. So pretty simple stuff. So that's what it looks like with the timing gears and everything in. Pump mounted. We didn't hook anything up. Of course, when he mounted the pump, when you take it off like this, when you mount the pump, you got to get that lined up as you're putting the pump on here. So created a little bit more work. We just got to take them 4 off so that we can lift that up. Not a big deal, but things you notice after you got it bolted on, you look at it and go, oh. And that's exactly what he did yesterday, was looked at it and went, oh. So what else? I think that's about it. That's the extent of what we got done today. First thing, I'm going to be cleaning oil pan, valve cover, and timing cover, wherever it is. I've misplaced that right now. It's in the shop here somewhere. Make a circle. Did you guys see it? I didn't see it. I'll find it. It's here. So that's it. I think I'm gonna play a song for my daughters. They like to get in on my channel sometimes, and I don't know how they find me, but they find me. It's cute as can be, and I let them go. It's always like a little present for them when they find one of my videos online. Dad, look it. So that's that. So I'm gonna pause you for now. I'm gonna get set up. Look at that. I said I couldn't find it. Are you blind? Jeez. So anyway, we'll get set up and get to doing that. I think I'll spare you most of the cleaning process. maybe I'll just set you up and play a song while I clean. Get the idea what I'm doing. So there we go. Okay, let's set up here. Gonna clean the oil pan first. First step, just gonna wipe it out, brush it out with this. Like I said, while I do this, I'm gonna play a song. This one, yeah, if you have kids, pretty powerful song. Listen to the song lyrics. It's one that makes me think of my daughters when I listen to it, and that's the guy singing to his daughter in the song. So that's a good one. Just check it out. Let me know what you think. No metal in there, that's good. It's kind of the little bit of sludge or whatever you want to call it that's built up around that magnet. I don't see any metal in it at all. Wonderful. Which I didn't expect that in this engine, runs too good. So. Up from the stove. That was that. That's my song of the episode. I'm gonna put you guys into time lapse now. You can watch the process of this real quick, and then we'll be off to the next thing. So you guys get the idea. Repeat that process on the timing cover and the valve cover, and then I let them dry a little bit. I'll wipe them down with the rag, and then take and brake clean and prep all the surfaces up. Make sure we got all the grease off of it, because I like to put gasket maker on the bottom of this to hold your oil pan seal on. So just makes life a lot easier. Yes. What else? So yeah, we'll bring you back once I get everything cleaned up, and we're getting ready to, I guess, do the crank seal. Do the crank seal in that. So I'm just going to pound it out. Big socket on there and just pound it out of there, which is pretty simple. I'll bring you back when I'm putting it back in, show you how I try not to mess it up. So here we go. Okay, so I thought this was going to be as simple as pounding this out of here, but we've got a stuck one, boys. So it's pretty fun. I have been beating the crap out of it here. That's aluminum, so you don't want to. It's just not budging. So we're going to have to get creative. Hit yourself in the thumb with the hammer. That's awfully creative, right, guys? It's great. Uh-oh. Just gotta switch tools sometimes. Sure had to beat the crap out of it, but I got it out. Seen how brittle this is? This thing looked great, but as soon as I took this and set it on there, it just kind of fell apart. So I mean, that's why looks can be deceiving, guys. So if you're here, them aren't that expensive. You got this off, just replace the damn seal. That's how I feel about it anyway. Especially on something like this. Obviously I got it off of the junkyard pile down there. Of course I'm going to replace it, but even if you're just working on your tractor and you don't know when that seal is replaced, you got this thing off, just do it. Get it over with. Call it a day. So I'm going to clean this up when I go to put the new one in, which is right here. It's a new style seal. A little bit different than the old one. You see how thick the sealing surface is on it. As you can see, it's an Egco part, so that's that. I'll bring you back. Okay, so I got this thing pretty cleaned up. I haven't hit it with brake clean or anything yet to finish it off, but got my kit out, which was a mess. It had got dropped, so I had to arrange everything again. A couple of them have gone missing, but got pretty much everything here and a few extras. So anyways, I'm just going to tap out all of the threads on this. I'm going to do all of these up top. I'm not going to be using these, I don't think, but I'm going to do them anyway just to get it cleaned out. So, enjoy the time lapse of me doing that. So that's that. You get the point. Get some pretty nasty stuff out of there every time. Goes in a little hard, comes out nice. So I'm going to take and spray brake clean inside of each one of them, and then come in and blow it back out with the air nozzle and call it good. Clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to finish up. I got a few more to tap. Clean out, tap, whatever you want to call it. I got a few more to do, and then I'll bring you back when I'm going to put the gasket on this. Or, well, put the seal in and the gasket. Alright, so on to the next step. Got this all cleaned up. Take your time cleaning everything out of there. Get the old gasket surface or whatever you want to call it out of there. Make sure that's nice and smooth. Once I got done cleaning it, I polished it up with the shop rag and some brake clean. But that's that. I've got some engine oil here. Some engine oil on that. Put some on here. Nice thin coat, just to let it slide right. Anything you can do to help these seals go in, sometimes they can be a real pain. Main thing is you don't want to bend them up, obviously. So I don't have a big enough socket for it. I'll pause you guys and get a socket. I believe I'll need. That went in there pretty darn straight. I'm proud of myself. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. That's the biggest thing about these, is make sure you get them started straight. Once you get them crooked, I've found out from experience that then this outer coating starts to build up, and then when you do get it straight, it's just a spot in there that you got to hit it harder than you want to hit it in order to get it in. So that's kind of something to keep in mind. Just like to see how far I can actually get it in by hand. You can see, going in pretty good. Wow. Pretty happy about that. I gotta go some more, but I can't really get my hand inside of there. Well, I might be able to here. Nope. That's gonna start hurting, so. All right. I'm going to get a bigger socket. Bring you right back. Okay, we got one now. I had to get out the big set. What is this? 2 1/4. It just fits on there so perfectly. You can see a gap all the way around. Like I said, I had to dig out the big set. That's always up on the shelf, so. Anyway. Get old trusty. Couple of taps. I think I bottomed out. That last crack. Nope, not quite. Just a little bit more. But that's the trick. One of the tricks to not messing it up is coming and making sure that you're still not bottomed out and you're sitting there pounding on it. So it's the biggest thing. Or one of the biggest things, I should say. Yep, it's going. One more time, maybe. There we go. It's bottomed out in there. I'm happy. Happy guy. Very happy guy. So that's that. We'll get you set up over here and on to the next step. Okay, got you guys set up here in front of the tractor now. I got a thin coat of oil on this and the crank seal. I made sure I cleaned that up really good. You don't want any dust or material on that. I mean, it's kind of self-evident why. Mess some things up, so. Got that nice and clean, thin coat of oil on it. I've got everything pretty well wiped down around the edge. Just gonna do one more little wipe down where the gasket goes. Make sure I didn't collect any dust or anything. Just like so. This is ready to go on. Like I said, I've got a thin coat of oil on the seal there. Just gonna right up in there. Just gonna slide right on, right? I said it's just gonna slide right on, right? I get it lined up on them pegs. You got 2 pegs down there to get it lined up on. I think I found them. There we go. Boom! Ta-da! These are nice when they have the pegs, the newer engines. The older engines don't have any way of centering it, you know, so you can get them to move a little bit on all of these, and if you don't have it centered up right, that's just going to leak when you put that in. So done a couple of them that they're real fun, making sure you get them all centered right. But this one, that makes it a very easy process when they figured out to put them studs or pins or pegs, whatever you want to call them. Pretty happy about that. So anyway, I don't know. Which one that goes in. Actually, oh, I know which one it goes. I don't need this anymore. That was for the other timing cover. That's why I'm confused. These three. Maybe I'm wrong. Huh. Okay. Here I go talking about something I don't know about. But anyway, we're gonna put the screws in and we'll put the bolts in, and we'll bring you back when we get done. Alright, just a little side note. I had to get the longer bolts that came out of this timing cover, if you can imagine that. So here they are. I only needed to clean one of them. But got them on the wire wheel, got them nice and clean. Forgot to put never sees on, so I'm going to do that. And in they go. And that's about it. You guys know how to put bolts in. Alright, I got the timing cover back on. Very smooth process, actually, so that's that. Starting to realize that this video is going to be running pretty long, so I'm going to stop this one here. I'm going to continue working. So if you're watching this, well, at the time that you're watching this, there will be another video either in the process of uploading or already uploaded online, so you won't have to wait long if you're interested. So like I said, this is where we're going to end it today. Thanks for watching so far, and catch you into the next one.